Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of Making Fun of the News, where I try and find humor in at least one news story a day during the week. And then on Sundays, I film and upload to YouTube and other social media. And then on TikTok, bratty teenagers leave comments like, quit. But I'm not quitting. So this week's episode is from Monday, February 21st through Sunday, February 27th. On February 21st, Britney Spears is getting $15 million for her memoir at 40 years old. Let me just update this headline that says she's going to pen it, because like her songs, she's not writing it. She's probably going to send voice notes to somebody who actually earns a living writing something other than Instagram posts. I don't know what secrets this book is going to include that have not already been revealed in court documents or her social media fights with her sister. It's said to be the second highest book deal for a celebrity other than Harvard graduates, the Obamas. So not bad for a graduate of the Mickey Mouse Club. Hopefully she'll use some of the money to buy clothes or mascara remover. For fans who want to read the book, they're going to have to update hashtag Free Britney to hashtag $29.99 Britney. For people who are too stupid to have even gotten a high school GED, there will be an audio version, and Britney promised it will include more vocal fry than listening to an old speech by Stephen Hawking.
It's Britney, bitch.
February 22nd, take a wild guess who lost this chess match. A 16-year-old from India named Pragnananda, but who goes by Prag because white people can't pronounce his name, beat Norway's Magnus Carlsen, who has been the number one chess player in the world for the last 8 years. Prag's dad, who was portrayed by Dave Chappelle in this news clip, said that he was sleeping at 4 a.m. when his son woke him up shouting, I beat it, I beat it. To which his dad at first replied, you are going to grow hairy palms, stop doing that. But then he realized that his son beat the record as the youngest person to win against Carlsen. To make his win even more impressive, Prag did it while working his night job in tech support at a Spectrum internet call center. To celebrate his win, India Airlines gave him one of those curtains that separates economy and first class. You know, that sheet that the flight attendant comes on the intercom and says, now don't any of you poor people cross this line and use the rich people's toilet. Carlsen vowed that the next time he sees Prag in person, he's going to beat him, not at chess, but with a large stick. On February 23rd...
Didn't you think that Nick Jonas was married to Deepak Chopra's daughter?
No, Rosie ODonnell, we did not think that. We thought he was married to his beard. As if it wasn't bad enough that Rosie said this in a car on her way to filming her new movie, Harry Potter, The Golden Years, she saw Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas at Nobu Malibu Sushi Restaurant and said to Priyanka,
hi, I know your dad. She goes, you do? Who's my dad? And I'm like, Deepak.
Who was a famous author. Priyanka's dad died of cancer in 2013. Deepak Chopra's career died when Oprah stopped doing her talk show. Rosie also referred to Priyanka as someone Chopra, to which Priyanka replied, it's probably best to take time to Google my name. In Rosie's defense, the top result is Priyanka Chopra related to Deepak. Just to clear up any confusion, Chopra, Oprah, Chopra, Dopra, which is actually a spell from Rosie's new Harry Potter movie. A lot of people commented on the situation, including some of Rosie's relatives. Her nephew, Chris O'Donnell, who starred in Scent of a Woman, said that Rosie had the scent of sake on her breath. Rosie's sister, Nora O'Donnell, was so embarrassed that she refused to even report about the story on CBS Evening News. One of Rosie's 27 adopted daughters, Rosie Perez, described how all hell broke loose among all the celebrities at Nobu Malibu and how Perez tried to punch Priyanka in the face.
But I went like this, ah! And Mike Tyson was like, what are you doing?
So I guess the lesson is Google everybody before you meet them and get your sushi from the grocery store. On February 24th, a news reporter was almost as mortified as I am of my YouTube channel when his mother pulled up on location and said, "Hi, baby!" Usually it's a prostitute on the side of the road who says, "Hey, baby," to some man who pulls up. After the video went viral and Miles appeared on Good Morning America, his mother again surprised him by showing up unannounced, causing Miles to put his mattress on his floor so the next time he has a girl over, his mom can't pop out from underneath. On February 25th, Kimberly Guilfoyle, who last Halloween went as Caitlyn Jenner without even having to buy a mask, was supposed to testify about the January 6th assault on the U.S. Capitol, but when she saw Democratic Congressman Adam Schiff on the Zoom call, she declined to proceed. which was a surprise to the committee members because a few days earlier, she texted them this video hyping up her testimony.
The best is yet to come!
Which is actually the same exact phrase that Donald Trump uses when Melania is unable to get him to reach an orgasm. And then he tells her to pretend like she's back in Slovenia playing the maracas. Kimberly used the extra hour in her schedule to go to a conference for deaf people, where she used sign language to communicate the phrase, "I'm a hoochie mama," which caused Donald Trump Jr. to say, "Get her a pair of maracas." Police in San Diego seized $3 million in methamphetamine, which was disguised in 1,200 small packages mixed in with a shipment of onions from Mexico. Although the onions were fake, they still brought tears to the eyes of the truck driver when he realized he's going to die in jail. Police didn't want the product to go to waste, so they made fried meth rings and sold them to hungry college kids. Speaking of drugs, somebody clearly on meth ran out of his house when he thought cocaine was falling from the sky and drove his convertible dangerously on the highway in Massachusetts during a snowstorm. He came close to totaling his car several times, which wouldn't have been a bad thing because it looks like a 20-year-old Mazda Miata. The police identified the driver as Charles Bronson's biggest fan. On February 26th, golfer Phil Mickelson was still feeling the effects of some comments he made, saying that he would consider playing in a Saudi Arabian golf league, even though he knows the government kills innocent people. Some golfers yell 4 when they hit a ball, but Phil yelled 5 to count the number of sponsorships he's lost in the last week. Tiger Woods said that Phil causes more damage speaking than he does driving. After the controversy, Phil said that he's going to take some time off from golf to prioritize the ones I love most, but did not specify if they are Americans or Saudi Arabians. On February 27th, I saw a headline that said, "The U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved the first condom specifically made for anal," and I wondered, why? Is it brown? It is named the One Male Condom and will be manufactured by Hershey's, who hopes to sell it mostly to couples made up of 2 males. It comes in 54 different sizes, depending on which country you're from. And the best part is it has a 100% success rate at preventing pregnancy.